Ooh. Alrighty, we are live for Minnesota at the Vegas Golden Knights. Before we get there, though, we have two games to finish. And one of them is not going the way I thought it. Well, neither of them are going the way I thought it would. So now I'm afraid to say what my prediction for the Knights Wild game was, considering how far I've been crazed. Like last 4 games in a row, I've been off by a mile, man. Tampa, Florida went the way I thought it was going to go right up until the end there. And then Florida came back kicking ass. And then Colorado gets whooped. And I mean, there was a lot of reasons that everything went down the way it did, but it went down the way it did, right? So, wait, is this the right game? Okay, that's Ottawa, Toronto. And I am going to main screen New Jersey and Carolina. So sorry, middle of my thoughts. I'm trying to. It looked like I had the wrong game up. Or I had two of the same game. Anyway, Tampa went exactly how I thought it would. It's 2-0. Oh, yeah. Thank you. Sorry. I just got back and started it back up. I greatly appreciate you, Hockey from Home. Hope you're having a good Tuesday. Thank you for that. I did forget to update it. As I was walking back to start up this stream, I checked the score and see Ottawa gets a shorty. I did not expect that. That's going completely different than I thought it was going to. But yeah, Florida wins. Colorado gets their ass kicked. Didn't think the game would go like that. And then now New Jersey goes up 3-0. Carolina ties it up 3-3, then 4-3, then 4-4. Like on the other stream, Swede predicted that Carolina was going to win 5-4. And I legitimately was like, bro, you think the Devils are going to score 4 goals? Now, granted, I was too. My brain. Whoop! I forgot Anderson's not in, and it's Kachekov, and that changes everything. Sure, hope Leafs can win on Thursday. Yeah, it's To be honest, I'm not too bought in. Like either team, I really have no emotions towards that series. But Toronto needs to, same with Carolina. They need to put the foot down and end this. Like, and honestly, shout out to Olmark because, again, Olmark hasn't been overly, like, he's made a couple really good saves. And then most of his saves have been, here's the puck saves. Toronto has 27 shots. In other words, sorry, I'm trying to think about how to word this. Toronto has 27 shots. They have like 7 really good opportunities. And then a couple of good ones, and then a bunch of good ones, and then, you kind of work down the list. But Ottawa but Olmark's been able to make those handful of really good saves. And then the rest of the game, he's just been Mr. Johnny on the spot. Like, I definitely mean it as a compliment that he hasn't faced a crazy amount of challenging opportunities. It's a credit to Ottawa, and it's a credit to him just being. I mean, you want to talk about position goaltending. Oh wait, are they? I'll say, I know we're early for Vegas. There's no way they're starting this up without one of these games ending. But we'll see what's going on real quick. Yeah, the home feed's covering Ottawa, Toronto, so we should be good. until that game ends. Oh, and there goes the last straw. If you'd have told me, that's not right. If you'd have told me Allmark was gonna shut out Toronto in Toronto when they're down 3-1 in a series, I wouldn't have believed you. I mean, got a good post save there. Good deep. His team played very well in front of him. I said, Omar played fantastic. There's no doubt about it. The number of shots, it's like I said, there was a lot that he was just in position for, and he's where he needed to be. But yeah, I never would have thought he'd have shut them out. My brain is still comprehending both of these games right now. Because I expected Toronto to finally turn it on and just end it 4-1, 5-2. That didn't happen. And then I figured Carolina was winning 5-1. Same thing, 5-1, 5-2. And then Jersey goes up 3-0. My jaw was on the ground. And then set in the second period. If New Jersey gives Carolina even a glimpse of daylight, they're in trouble. Because Carolina will break down the door. Like, New Jersey cannot show any sign of weakness and give no sign of daylight. And then Carolina scored, and it was like, uh-oh. And then they scored again. And then they scored again. It's like, yeah, that's kind of what I mean. And if it was Anderson in net, obviously it'd be 4-1, 4-2. But I'd also have a lot more faith. Like, I still think I kind of see Carolina scoring. Like I said, if it's going to take 7 goals to win, I see Carolina doing it rather than New Jersey. However, I keep letting my mind reset to that, so it's not Kochetkov. And I love to say he's not the weak spot, but it's kind of hard to argue he's not. So if Carolina wins, I like to see a series finish. Like I said, it's Carolina, New Jersey. I mean, my boy Pacioretty, Carrier is. I looked up at the Leafs game. Carrier is playing for Carolina. That's my dude. Want him to go. For New Jersey, Cody Glass, Paul Cotter. Like, those two, I really, really liked those two when they were here. Don't remember much of Holla, but, 3 former Knights, fair enough. Kind of want to see them do well. So, like I said, not too bought in. Obviously, Vegas is the one I'm really here for. Dude. All right, sorry. Let's check out some of this game, because that was a great pass from the low boards below the net. Just Carolina not able to connect to pop something in on Omar. Oh, pitches it back, and they just hit a post. That's the second post from Carolina. Oh, and that's a trip. Aho could have possibly, that down there with Aho could have been going a trip too, but now Carolina going to the power play on a trip. And like I said, that's the second trip that the coach for Carolina, no reaction. And again, that's one of those things where, like, it's like you tell him it's a little cloudy outside and he just starts dropping F-bombs. Yet, 2 trippings in a row, no, flat face, just. pretty good sign you fucked up. Like, damn. I gotta remember to watch it early on in the streams. Pretty sure YouTube hit you for that. Whatever. All right. 2:07 to go in Toronto. 3-0. I think I want to keep that game up solely for the purpose of in case a fight breaks out, anything like that. But okay. They are still on Ottawa, Toronto, so we should have enough time before the Vegas feed kicks on. Minute 40 to go in the third up there. Again, 26 shot attempts for Toronto, 18 for Ottawa. And 3 goals on 18 shots for Kachekov. Dude, what a big loss Anderson going out is. And again, Carolina gets through. Like this, not to say New Jersey's the easy part, but New Jersey's the easy part. If Anderson's out, and he can't come back around for the second round, and Carolina makes it through, I feel like they're going to have a short series. And Markstrom looking fantastic so far here in the third. Minute 10 left on a Carolina power play for that tripping. 14.5 to go in the game. They kick it back, storming across the red line. Up to the high wall. They get it past the defender. Out to the middle and a swing and miss. Another big shot. Markstrom kicks it away out high. Kokaniemi trying to get it low. Hall trying to get it low. Back behind the net. Kokaniemi keeps it in. From the point, throwing it at the net, and it gets tipped not way out high. It gets tipped out high. And we will see how Toronto responds in Ottawa after getting shut out and a foot twisted all up in their ass. Kokaniemi from the low circle. Stopped. Up to the high wall. 8, 7, 6 left on the power play. Shot from... I almost said... It was Stankoven. Damn it. I almost said Stankoven, but that's not him. And then it was him. So, whatever. At least I know who the Knights are, so those guys will be a little bit easier to call. 46.5 seconds to go in the game. 4-0 Ottawa. Estelares takes the long skate back to his net. And keeping this up for the sole purpose of extracurricular activities once this is ended. And then we get to go what I am here for. Tell you what, let me flip over there. Devils able to keep it in the zone. A little bit of interference, but Kachenkov was up high on the crease, possibly out of it. Carolina trying to get it up the ice. Estimated puck drop 950. Delayed penalty. I think I just heard a stick up high on Meyer. I don't know why they're blowing the whistle. What's the whistle for? Oh, they're actually showing the pregame for the Knights. Hell yeah. Here they come. There is nothing like being in the arena when the sound of it's the sound of the helmet coming down. It's when they bring the helmet down. But like they do the whole pregame thing with the Knight and um the stuff going on the ice. I can't think of the word I'm looking for right now. The projection. So let's see. So whoever it was for the Canes threw the puck in, and while they're up here, Meyer went to hit him, and the stick hit his nose. Okay. Probably going to be a 4-minute double minor for the Devils. But anyway, yeah, they do like the whole pregame show with the Dragonfly. He beats the guy with the eye. There's the ice, the Knight. He does the thing against the Dragon, all the projection. And then when they do all that, and then like the screens up top do their thing, and it blacks out, and the helmet lights up, and they lower the helmet from the roof, and as it comes down, the inside, like the edge is lit up, and they hit the ice with this. Or actually, it's all music. As the helmet comes down, and as the helmet hits the ice, that's when they hit you with this like, and it's when you're in the arena. Like I struggle to find words to describe it. It still gets my the hair on my arm standing up. The same way that the national anthem for the Golden Knights when it gets to that's why I do it for every game that shows the national anthem. It's gave proof through the Knights. Why is this feed trash, bro? Come on, don't do this to me. Please don't do this to me. Just froze at the same spot. Come on. Why? Alrighty, so that one's over. Flipple. Oh, that's not this. That wasn't the screen I meant to go to. I missed it because I was dealing with the stupid link not working. Dang it. I missed the anthem. You punk. That's annoying. Okay, so it was just a single minor, just a minor on the hit. Or did I just totally blank out? Actually, I may have been away for a while, so fair enough. Yeah, 2-minute minor. All right, but I will keep an eye on New Jersey, Carolina, but we are here for the main event, and I got to do something. Almost forgot. Please don't keep doing this. Please, feed, just work. Come on. What the fuck, dude? Please. I'm begging you. And now I'm rewound a whole bunch here. I'm trying to figure out what's going on with this feed because it just keeps buffering on me. Alright, that one hasn't started yet. Is this going to keep refreshing to the point where it froze? Minnesota going down the low boards behind the net. Yep, it's just going to keep freezing. Alright, I need to try something. I'm getting rid of both games. First time we've had a problem with the feed, and it's right now. Minute 10 gone in the first. Looks like Hurdle got it at the point, kind of threw it down to the net, and Gustafson stopped it and covered it up. Dude, please. Fucking please don't do this right now. I just don't want to be 5 minutes behind, but I guess that's what I'm going to have to deal with right now. So watching the play that just happened, Hannafin and Stone doing work to get it into the zone. Stone dumps it deep. Hannafin. All right, puck. Minnesota went all the way around the board, and then Hurdle. Okay, it was a good tip. I definitely had potential to beat Gustafson. Please just let this work. I am begging you right now. All right, y'all. Well, I guess I'm going to be, we'll check later, but I'm going to be way behind. So if I'm not reacting, or if I go a couple minutes without looking up to make sure I don't see something that I don't want to see while I'm trying to get caught up, forgive me. Hopefully soon I can go back to the proper feed that is actually close to real time. Oh, shit. Big shot, big save, Hilly. Just goes wide as it ends up getting past him. Petrangelo and Hannafin. Hannafin working his way up. Kicks it to Petrangelo. Oh, and Hannafin just got tripped by Zuccarello. I guess not. Gaudreau up the low wall. Shot across. And I can't believe that actually stayed out. Hilly sealed a post. Oh, my goodness. I'm going to have a heart attack, guys. Minnesota, they steal it from Zach Whitecloud. Shot deflects and goes way out of play. I don't know if I can handle... Oh, you know what? Let me try something. No, that shouldn't... it hasn't been a problem yet. I'm just going to keep trying. Oh, jeez. This... Okay. Yep. That link shot. My standard feed is completely shot. So, alright. That's a bummer. I'm going to be watching this one from way behind. So, damn. Apologize for that, because if you're watching the game with me, it's not even going to be close. All right, McNabb in the low corner. Works it up the low wall. Hits Carly. Eichel gets it through the stick. In the zone, high point. Shot towards the net. Goes wide. Stoney tips it on Gustafson. Carly tips it on Gustafson. I'm so used to blurriness that this feed being clean is throwing me way off. Eichel throws it in from across the red line onto Gustafsson. Puck all the way up. Hurdle trying to get it out. Stoney, or eventually does. Stoney to Whitecloud. To Sod to Whitecloud back in. Aggressive sticks from Minnesota. Carolina. Minnesota can't clear. Hurdle chucks it down to the corner. It's going to go all the way. Nope. Right back to the low corner. Hurdle somewhat finishing a hit. Stoney back the other way. Hurdle throws it across the Sod. Sod makes a move. Backhand goes wide of the net. He's circling, trying to get it back towards the net. Hurdle got a stick out there. I'll say that may have looked like a hook and drag, but Hurdle absolutely chicken wing that. So, it's fine. Oh, ref. Spurgeon just hit the ref in the nuts with the puck. Barbie gets it out right back in. Ends up on the stick of Hannafin going down the low boards towards the net. Fought off to the corner. Good stick by Nick Wall to keep Middleton at bay. He tries to cut up, and Riley Smith just misses the net. Hits the outside of the cage, up to the high point. Top of the high circle. Going across the point. Petro dumps it down. Zuccarello gets it, but it goes straight down to Hannafin. Oh, man. Pearson up. Colasar tips it in. Howden chasing it down. Colasar does a good job to force them back into the wild zone, and they're going to call an offside? What? What? Riley Smith had a very hard angle there, and he still almost hit it. All right. Hang on. Let me check the other game. I got to kill everything on the computer if I want to keep this going, it seems. Devils Hurricanes still 4-4, 5:05 to go in the third. I have to at least try. All right, commercial. We'll come back in a second. Knights not able to keep it out as it splits Haig and Whitecloud. Haig back to get it. He had no idea and any pressure was coming, and we've got another turnover in our zone. And the thing is, Haig slowed down. Kaprizov swings and Hilly kicks it out. Good stick by Keegan Colasar. He could catch Carlson. Good stick, fought that away, but it was that Eichel crash in, throws it off Gustafsson. Eichel circling around, gets it to the high point, throwing it all the way. Eichel trying to get there. He does. McNabb keeps it in. Takes a second. Down to Carly. To Dorofeyev behind the net. Dorofeyev up the low wall. Gets it to the point to McNabb. McNabb throws it on net. Gustafsson fights it off. Hits Carly's skate, but goes behind the net. McNabb able to keep it in. Eichel circling the top. And a terrible pass trying to go to Theodore. And Eichel turns it over, man. Come on. That's the stupid stuff that we've got to stop, man. Hurdle trying to go up the high wall. Gets it to Petro. Petro backhands it. Not sure why. Not sure why he tried to backhand it from the middle of the blue line, but he did. Hurdle, Sod, across the red. Good tip. Vegas has Sod with the shot. It hits a stick and goes into the low corner. Battle on the low boards in neutral. Vegas gets it. Couple extra shots for Minnesota. That seemed unnecessary. Petro ices it. Go figure. Go figure. Petrangelo ices it. All right, face off to the right of Markstrom. Devils get it out. Ooh, good stick. Saves a possible one-on-one against Timo Meier for the Carolina Hurricanes. Shots are 31-30 Carolina. 4:22 to go in the third. Still tied up at 4-4. Back in Vegas, face off to the left of Hill. Petrangelo gets it, goes up the low wall. Barbashev catches it, and he's going all the way across the ice. Dumped in and around Nick Waugh. Looked like a little bit of a hug, but Riley Smith gets it across to Barbashev. Back to Riley Smith. You gotta be fucking kidding me. All right, taking a look into Carolina. Minnesota's going on a power play, which is definitely not good news for us. We have been doing much. We have been better than Minnesota, and it's gonna throw a wrench into everything. It's, especially since Riley Smith is one of our better penalty killers. See, man, you should be able to sue Wendy's for that. Because it's the son of the Baconator, and they're sitting there like having to unhinge their jaw like a snake to try and take a bite. And it's like, no, 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 no. That thing's that tall. I'm not used to seeing commercials. This is where I usually just try and talk about whatever pops to my head. Now I'm actually looking at stuff, and Blackberry Dr. Pepper, huh? I'm not gonna lie. Depending on how like chemically the blackberry flavor is, that might actually be kind of good. .240 to go in the third in Carolina, and the Devils ice it. And that's like 3 times I look up trying to talk about that game, and it's a stoppage. Wild win the face-off. Kaprizov swings and misses, but Vegas can't find the puck. A little bit of disruption, but nothing more. Zuccarello in the low circle to the top. Sorry, that was high circle. Eichel trying to get it over to Carly. Try it. Yes! Let's go. I already know it's coming, but I'm way late, so I don't care. Scoring for your Golden Knights with a shorthanded goal and his first of the season, number 71, William Wild Bill Karlsson. And then Minnesota scores on the power play like we thought they would, but it's okay because Vegas did. Hilly is just a mess right now. Bunch of holes in him. But it's all right. We knew we didn't know Kaprizov was, but we knew Minnesota was scoring on the power play. Okay. Let me try and... what the fuck is going on? Trying to see if the closer feed is closer. It is. All right. Here we go. We're still not quite on time, but we're a lot closer than we were. 10:17 to go in the first. Shots are 8-7 Vegas with the 1-1 tie. Saw that as soon as I saw it was Karlsson. I'm like, Eichel, get it back. And boom. Nails it. Again, we kind of figured, we basically accepted that Minnesota was scoring on the power play. So the fact that we negated it with the shorty is massive. Vegas sends the puck back into the Wild zone. All right, puck frozen by Markstrom. Possibly out of play. I wasn't looking. Minute 4 to go in Carolina. Carolina's the one been getting the shots. At one point, it was 31-30 Carolina. Now it's 36-31 Hurricanes. Vegas going back into their own zone. Kicks it forward. Cross neutral. Dorofeyev making some moves, getting it down low. Takes some abuse while he does, but man, is he used to that. Haig ends up throwing it wide of the net. Why are we doing this, man? He could have gone across the point and gotten Vegas set up. All right, face off in neutral, out of puck in the bench. 30 seconds to go. Carolina across neutral. Into the New Jersey zone, but a good stick heads it back the other way. Devils across. Down low, Hischer throws it to the point. Hamilton back down to Hischer. Nope, that was Brett. He turns and shoots from the point. No going as it hits a mass of bodies. 10 seconds to go. Carolina should be happy to just chill. Don't force it. Don't force it. There you go. Good decision by Carolina right there. Much better than whatever the hell he thought he was about to do. And we go to overtime 4-4. What a game that has been, huh? 3-0 start for the New Jersey Devils. And then a 4-1 scoring the spree in the second period. Let's see. Just absolutely insane. So shots are 35-31 Carolina. Hits are 36-28 Carolina. Block shots 12-8 New Jersey. Giveaways are 17-9 Carolina. Now, like 10 of those took place in the first 10 minutes. But Devils, I mean, you can't even say the Devils need to capitalize more on that because they did. You know what I mean? Like, that has just been a wild game. Carolina just needed to wake up. And like I said, starting that second period, it was very important that New Jersey doesn't show a crack and doesn't give Carolina any space. What do? With about 25 seconds left to go in the period, they commit a penalty. And Carolina comes back on a power play. And even though they scored just as they got back to full strength, the power play absolutely, wore them down. And then it still wasn't 5-on-5 because it was like a second, maybe two, of being back on full strength. He wasn't even out of the box. Barbashev, that was Riley Smith, couldn't settle it down. God, see, the blur is back. Hannafin dumps it towards the net. It goes back to the backboards, down in the low corner. Barbashev, and he avoided the hit. Good on him. Wall, Barbashev in the corner. To Wall, trying to get it up the boards. He does. Hannafin throws it towards the net. It hits Riley Smith out front. And the Wild clear. Petro up ahead. Puck across the blue line, deep in the zone. Pearson cutting up. And a swing and a miss from Haig. Pearson with the hustle play to negate it. That was a great job. Just turn around and hurry by Pearson. Howden takes it away, and it just misses a connection with Kolasar on the side of the crease. 3-on-2 for the Wild. Good stop, Whitey, getting in the way up high before the pass could even come down. Damn. Okay, it didn't just miss Kolasar. He threw it forward from behind, and it ended up hitting Hartman's skate and going across the crease. But yeah, Haig whiffs on the shot, and Pearson, Haig whiffs on the shot, has the puck taken at one blue line. Before he gets to the other blue line, Pearson catches him. Puck still loose. Haig's out of play. That was a long time to not blow the whistle before the puck came out. Wild Kaprizov takes the shot. Hilly puts it right out in front of himself and then had no reaction to recover. Eichel storming down. He gets put down. Tipped in, down behind. Hilly tipped up the low wall. Dorofeyev's able to get it up, and Eichel pushes it up across the blue line. Dorofeyev not able to win that battle. Sorry, the cameraman keeps chasing some guys that don't have the puck, trying to center it to Carlson again. Eichel not able to get it out from the corner. From the top, Stoney scores! I'll be listening for a knock on the door. I'm owed a couple high fives. Eichel with a great stick. Rushes in, can't get it to Carly. Gets it back up to the point, to the center of the point where Stoney is. Meanwhile, Carly's just battling in front of the net, causing all kinds of chaos. So we're going to wait for the score call or the goal call to make sure there's no interference. Minnesota's challenging for goalie interference. This is going to be big. Let's see. Show the replay, assholes. Hell no, there's no goaltender interference. What? No. No, 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 no. There is no way. Cheers, brother. Not sure what that means. And they did not, Mel. You are right. They cannot. They will not. And they do not. And you got a 5-on-4 for the Golden Knights, which doesn't mean much, but. Ooh. Gustafsson had no idea. I do got to grab something real quick.
What's up, everybody? Welcome into another episode of The Lawyer You Know. And today we have another wild day in court as Mr. Alessi crosses.
Oh, I didn't realize I had it up to the mic. That's rude of me. My bad. All right, 2-1 Vegas. Golden Knights on the power play after the lost coaches challenge by the Wild for goalie interference, which I have no idea why they would challenge that, but since Vegas is really not the most dangerous power play team now in this series, I mean, they can score, but I challenge them to do so. Oh, yeah, I do have to do that. Scoring for your Golden Knights. With his first of the season, your captain, Mark Stone. With an assist from number 9, Jack Eichel. All right, now the feed's freaking out again. All right, my feed keeps cutting out, and then it will only replay to the... It only plays to the same point, so at least now I'll finally be able to watch past this. Damn it, I gotta hurry up and do this. I gotta get back to that other feed. Shit. Let's go. Please work. Nope, it's stuck on the same spot. All right. Shit. All right, 20 seconds to go on the power play. I am very much behind again. Ooh, Barbashev goes into the boards, but Minnesota's able to clear it all the way back. Shots are 11-8 Golden Knights. Power play coming to an end as Barbashev enters the zone. He goes to the point and a good stick, and now we're in trouble. And he whiffed on the shot. Oh, my goodness. Pietrangelo had the stick. Oh, there's no way that was onside. But Pietrangelo had the puck poked away. It broke. Dude out of the box. I don't know if that was Gaudreau or who that was, but oh, my goodness. Gustafsson gloves it and freezes it. Holy hell, what a heart attack. Who is that? I can't take... Dude, first of all, I'm sitting here fighting my feed freezing on me, so I can't watch the stream. So I try 4 other streams that I don't even know if they're going to work, but I know they're a minute behind. Those aren't working. Finally, I get one to work, and I get to see who the hell was that? Damn it, hang on. I can't figure out who that was. It was Zuccarello. Okay. I was trying to look for the play-by-play, and even the play-by-play on the app is a mile behind. Struggle is real. Let me try on this real quick, see what happens. Yeah. Pietrangelo up high, gets the puck knocked away. Goes all the way back into the zone. And coming out of the box, flying. Oh, I gotta adjust my sound real quick. All right. So this one's gonna hold on for me. And the Wild send it all the way down, but they'll negate the icing. Oh, Hilly ended up on his side again. We got kind of lucky. I'm not buying these offsides, dude. I'm really not. All right. I am waiting to go to Oilers Kings because it doesn't matter till we get to the third anyway. Wild send it down into the Vegas zone, and Pietrangelo whiffs again on a puck. Can we keep our eye on the puck until it's off our stick? I mean, there's times where we don't want to look at it, but every now and then pick. No, I can't even say that because it doesn't work. You got to be looking where you're throwing the puck, damn it. Still battling in the Vegas zone on the low wall. Finally, Vegas gets it out. Out and going the other way. He's got Pearson and Colasar with him. Colasar sends it low for Pearson, and the Wild take it. Bro, this is... I can't see numbers for nothing. Puck on the high wall in the Vegas zone. Carly's going to take it out. He chucks it around. He's got Dorofeyev with him. He shoots. And Gustafsson makes the save. Puck comes to the low boards. Carlson is getting himself in great position. A lot of contact through the middle. Puck's loose. Vegas comes away with it. Eichel. Goes all the way to Dorofeyev. He shoots, and Gustafsson makes the save. .2:14 to go in the first. Shots at 13-7 Vegas. The big thing is going to be, of course, the second period. You know what? I always complain about us not going high with those shots. I'll give it to Carly right there. He actually almost had Gustafsson under the arm. Somebody say second period. Hey, Demi. I know that's... Carly cut up to the point. Hannafin tries to sneak it in with Hurdle up front. And Stoney. Dude, it's going good, Demi. How you doing, brother? It's doing real good now that we're up 2-1. I love how Hannafin placed that shot. But yeah, it's like, you know how it goes, Demi. We're waiting for the second period, bro, because it really doesn't matter till then. Hannafin getting into the zone. He dumps it deep. Gustafsson plays it back. Vegas gets there first. Hannafin kicks it to Saad. Saad tries to kick it to the center. Hannafin over to Petro. Shot. Stopped by Gustafsson. A turn shot. Sorry, spinning shot. Hits a stick, stays in play. Dude, Hurdle cutting around the low circle, and it's good stick. Hurdle just couldn't quite squeeze it in. Puck back in the Vegas zone. Trying to work its way up the high wall. To the point. Wild control and shot. And Hilly makes the save. Minute 7 to go in the first. And scoring first. 40-12. I mean... What a stat. Scored first, we're 40-12. We gotta get on that, man. Face off to the left of Hill. Wild come away with it to the point. Shot. Goes wide of the net. Looked like it might have caught a couple deflections, but it went wide. Hilly saw it the whole way. That's all I'm looking for right now. Wild working up the low wall. Gets it in the zone. Howden comes around. Tries to lay a hit, but the guy saw him coming and backed up a little. .30 seconds into the Wild zone. Nick Hague puts another hit on down low. Vegas in the neutral zone, 20 seconds. Just don't mess it up, guys. That's all we got to do. Here we go, 2-on-2. Shot, and Gustafsson makes the save. On Dorofeyev. Dorofeyev, keep shooting all the time, no matter what. Keep shooting. Something will go through. Let's see. We are going in the Devils-Carolina game. Once this period comes to an end, we'll take a look at that. And in L.A., Oilers coming to the close of a power play with 6 seconds gone. Sorry, 6 minutes gone. Jesus. Says Dom, they just get a solid game out of Hill. They should be fine. I agree 100%, Mel. He's seeing the puck all right. He's had a couple of moments that worry me just a little bit. But that was, earlier on before halfway. I think he'll be okay. The guys need to give him a little extra help in front of him. It doesn't help, like I said, when Pietrangelo gets the puck poked away and it sends it down to the other zone. However, you're right. If Hilly can get on his game, it'll be all right. If Vegas gets Vegas needs to get their power play together. The shorthanded goal is huge. It completely negates the power play that we knew the Wild were going to score. No worries. And then the captain and Eichel finally, Eichel sends it to Mark Stone for a goal. Fantastic. All right, I did forget to start the timer, but let's tell you what. We'll minimize that, and we'll go to the overtime game. Tell you what, because I think I'm going to have a problem with this. Something is going on to where the Knights game just does not want to work, and I don't know what it is. But tell you what, give me 1 second. I'll be right back. They're at a pause at the current moment. So. Sorry, guys. I will get up one more time in a minute here, or like in a second here. Hopefully, I can come back before this overtime ends. Again, I apologize. I usually don't leave unless there's an intermission or a commercial break, but got to take care of a couple things. So that's on me. Almost 6 gone in the first overtime in Carolina. Shots are 42-32 Carolina, meaning Carolina's had 11 or 12 shots. What a save, Markstrom. But Carolina's had 11 or 12 shots in the amount of time that New Jersey's had 2. So that tends to lead me towards something going New Jersey's way. But we will see. So again, I'll be back in a couple minutes, guys. Sorry about that. All right, sorry for the chair stream, guys. Oh, I just saw someone for Carolina get plastered and drop to the ice. I said in a couple of minutes. Oop. I'll be good. I just it's kind of there's some stuff going on in the house right now, so. Colorado in 12:20 into the overtime. Good little move, just not enough. Oh, Slavin doing some work. Gosh to be here. Cross. Carolina out of their own zone. Under New Jersey pressure into the Devil zone. Puck all the way around to the up the high wall to the middle. Slavin couldn't control it. Turns and shoots, but Devils are lined up right up the gut. Markstrom behind his own net sends it to the low wall. Devils feeding their way out, kind of crawling their way out, and then a long stretch pass to get it deep into Carolina's zone. And Carolina's going to come right back out. So y'all can correct me. Feel free. I've only watched a couple minutes of this. But every moment that I've been in here for, Carolina is just stomping all over New Jersey. So, looking like it's reasonable to assume Carolina is going to bury one right about now. Nope, good save, Markstrom. Dude, it's funny. My original plan was to wear this jersey for every game because it's kind of the good luck jersey. And we won the first game, and then I haven't worn it. And it's the Mark Stone jersey. So I finally wear it again, and Mark Stone slams one home. I'm not saying I'm magical, but I feel pretty fucking magical. Puck in the low corner of the Devil's zone. Just a battle for it. All right. Carrier just gets hooked hooked through the arm and ripped down. That was kind of funny. And glove save Markstrom. $10:41 to go in the first overtime. We've got 8 minutes till we come back from first intermission. Shots are 47-32. Again, at one point I tuned in to the shots being 31-30 Carolina. And the shots are 47-32 Carolina. We're talking 16-2. Oof. But I somehow guarantee the Devils are going to be the ones that win it because a lot of times, it didn't work out for the Kings. It might have if they didn't go into overtime. But a lot of times when it's like this, it just one play surprises everybody and the puck goes back the other way. All right. Just again, I'm just keeping an eye on Edmonton, LA, because nothing matters till the third period. If I looked and saw 71-0 LA Kings, it would not make a difference. Carolina loses it on the high wall. They're able to get it down below the net. Puck comes back the other way. Good pressure by the Devils. And they almost got that breakaway. If they could have found the puck, The Devils would have been heading the other way with a huge advantage. But now they fumble again on the high wall. Chatfield sends it in. Markstrom to play it. High corner, low corner, Devils heading out. Comes right back in. Dude, the Devils cannot clear it to a spot on the ice that is like, I mean, literally to black jerseys. Hey, they finally got it deeper than the neutral line. Devils may actually have an opportunity here. They need to get in the zone and press. See, they actually just touched on one of those things why, Kochetkov has seen 2 shots in the last long time. Let me look at some stats real quick. Summary. Shots for the Devils 13, 10, 8. So that's, like I said, that's 31. So they had 31 shots before the end of the third period, and they didn't get many shots. So, in the last 5 minutes of regulation, and now they have 1 shot in overtime. Kings will be 4-0 late in the second. Will give a last minute goal to make it 4-1. The Oilers score 3 in the third to tie and force OT. Exactly, Mel. Exactly. Like I said, I'm done wasting my time watching Edmonton, LA. I will watch the third period. No problem. Overtime, we're good. But I am not wasting the mental capacity and my limited attention span to use, taking it away from the Golden Knights to use on Edmonton, LA. I'm not doing it. I refuse. All right. One sec. Hopefully this will be the last time, but who knows? All right. Devils from their own zone. Working on the low wall. Oh, dude, Markstrom is just not beatable right now. Shout out to him. That's like um Kochetkov gave up 3, then 1, then locked down. Markstrom gave up 4 and then locked down. Give it to the goalies for their recovery. Maybe not for the whole performance, but shout out for the recovery. Carolina from their own zone. And it's up and out of play. Damn it. I didn't want to do that. Hang on. All right. So tomorrow will be a little bit different day just because there's only 3 games, and being Wednesday, I've got nothing happening. I'm not going to be running out of stream like I am tonight. Again, sorry for that. But Canadians Capitals at 4, Panthers Lightning at 4:30, and the Blues and the Jets at 6:30. We will be here at 4, and we'll just ride it out. So we'll switch over to the late game stream at some point, but we'll figure that out tomorrow. Ooh, big hit in the high point. Was it offsides? I'm not sure what that is. Hang on. Oh, puck in benches. Okay. I'll say, usually you see some kind of motion to give you an idea of what happened, but I didn't see anything there. It's going to be an icing on Carolina. 7.5 to go in the first, and we are getting ready to get back in Vegas. So I will try to keep this feed up with no promises. If I got to bail on this for the Vegas game, that's what's happening. But I'm going to hope we don't need to do that. Oh, really? Fix the audio. Hang on. Jersey's kind of keep doing a better job of slowing down Carolina. They're not really producing much, but they are. They slowed them down for a few minutes, so at least the Devils aren't digging out of their own, trying to climb out of their own grave. Wild into the Vegas zone. Are you seriously calling a tripping on Vegas? He's not fighting it, but that means it's 2-2. There's the argument. Boldy turned because the stick was there. Okay, that I heard my cue. Come in. Yeah.
And the other game's still playing, huh?
Yeah. 8.5 to go.
In the first overtime, second.
First.
We're going to Costco.
All right. See you later. Alrighty. Wild controlling in the Vegas zone. Up to the low point. Circling the top. Back to the low circle. Shot on Hill, and he's able to scoop it up and freeze it. 45 seconds gone. 43 seconds gone on the power play. Meanwhile, up in Carolina, across the line. Good save. Markstrom sends it to the point. Or sorry, to behind the net. Good grief. My mouth really does get ahead of my brain. I tell you what. Shot way wide by Spurgeon. Wild still controlling in the Vegas zone. High point. Low point. Shot. It's a body up front, I believe. It hit Whitecloud. It might have made it to Hill, but it gets out. Under pressure, they're right back in. Kaprizov, good defense. Zach Whitecloud. He gets it down below the net. Oh, and Vegas able to get away. Gets it out, but not far. He tried to skate it out. Don't try to skate those out, man. There's no reason to. Big shot from the point. His body's out high. I think that hit Whitecloud and stung him. And that's... Hilly covers it. Little bit of love shove. And we got 33 seconds to go. Ooh, Carolina. Dude, you had the cross. You had to go across the crease with that, man. All right, 4 minutes to go in the first overtime. Devils from their own zone resetting. 33 seconds on the Minnesota power play. Just over a minute and a half into the second. Shots are 16-11 Vegas. And it looks like faceoff's going to be in front of Markstrom. Oh, what a tip. That went wide for Carolina. And then Jarvis hits a post. Unbelievable. That's like 3 posts for them in like third period of overtime alone. Trying to stretch Carlson. Wild get it back. 10 seconds on the power play. Dude, Eichel out there just being a nuisance in the neutral zone. They kill off the penalty. That's offsides. Absolutely all offsides. That just screwed. Whatever they just did, Jack Eichel just put on the pressure right, and everybody else was in perfect position to just keep them in neutral. Y'all, the Devils have to win this. They've only had 1 shot on net. Like, that's how this works out, isn't it? Carolina beats the ever-loving hell out of the Devils, and then the Devils somehow find a way to win. Puck into the Vegas zone on the high wall. Battling for it in the high corner. Now Wild set up again in the Vegas zone. Puck out front. Stoney gets it. Kicks it up to Saad. Saad in makes a move. Trying to get it deep, and he's not quick enough. Uh-oh. Okay, we had good defensemen. Defensemen do good. Oh, good opportunity for the Wild, but he misses the net. Vegas back the other way. And Hurdle just loses the puck off the end of his stick. You got a little bit of a get-together in the Devils' Canes game. See if they show a replay to see what happens. I'm guessing just the typical group up after Markstrom froze it. But who knows? It could just be highlighting them. Whitecloud. Vegas. Wall into the zone. Off of the skates of Barbashev. We're inches away. We're not making bad passes. We are just off the mark. Whitecloud back. Yeah, Barbashev definitely took a solid hit right there, but it's Barbie the bowling ball. You don't care. Hannafin gets in the way. Great defensive play. And then the rebound gets carried over to the corner. Dude, we're kind of getting lucky here that the Wild are struggling to control the puck as much as we are. Get him out of the zone, guys. Behind the Vegas net, Wild. Hannafin does some good work with a little bit of help. I think that was Whitey. Potential with the big shot for Howden. Throws it across the middle. Big hit. Another shot. That one misses the net. Damn, that rebound was a hell of an opportunity. But he went high, man. He went for the corner. He missed. It's all right. First 2 shots of the period. 4.5 minutes in. That's the second period stuff that I'm talking about. Pushed out high with the hand. Vegas finally gets it out. Wilder kicking our ass, man. Typical Vegas second period. Meanwhile, less than a minute and a half to go. In Carolina, Eichel through the Minnesota zone. Puts it on net. It's Gustafsson and goes around. Wild storming back the other way. Good spinning backhand. Just misses Zuccarello. A lot of contact happening before the puck's getting places. The Wild, top circle. Shot doesn't even get to the net. Vegas back the other way. Saad was able to get it in, but Wild are putting on a lot of pressure. Vegas is recovering from their mistakes okay. Not well. They're doing okay. Need to fix that a little bit. Need to have less mistakes so there's less need for a recovery. 45 seconds to go in Carolina. Puck in neutral. Up to Carolina. Ooh, and good sticks both ways. And the Devils are going to ice it with 32.6 to go in the second. Sorry. This is why I enjoy doing one game at a time. And I'm sure it's a lot easier to follow when I do one game at a time because it's a lot harder to be as dumb. But in the overtime, shots are 14-2 Carolina. Woof. Hits are 46-36 Hurricanes. Block shots are 2010 New Jersey, and giveaways are 2011 Carolina. And now we wait. Markstrom plays it with 12 seconds to go. Actually pinches off the wall, uses his body on that. Shout out Markstrom. That was a risky decision right there. There was no reason Kochetkov needed to go behind the net. But there it is. We are going to second overtime in Carolina. Where is it? What am I looking for? Okay. So we only have, that's right, we only have the one other overtime in this series, and it was also a double overtime. So, Devils looking for their second win and their second double OT. Let's take a look at these Vegas stats real quick. Shots are 18-12 Vegas. Face-off percent 54.2. We're actually winning more face-offs. By 2, but it doesn't matter because we're actually winning them. 0 for 1 for Vegas on the power play. 1 for 2 for Minnesota. Hits are 21-11 Minnesota. That I expect all day, every day, all the way through the series. Because Vegas don't hit. 8 block shots for Minnesota, 7 for Vegas, 7 giveaways for Minnesota, 5 for Vegas, and 4 takeaways from Vegas, 3 for Minnesota. Second period shots are 3-2 Minnesota. 6.5 minutes in, there's been 5 shots on net and only 2 from Vegas. That's one of those stats I don't like seeing. Hurdle trying to win a foot race, which that's not his that's not where he gets his turtle nickname from. Battle behind Hilly. Left line of the trapezoid. Everybody's trying to move it. White Cloud was trying to get up. Yeah, he had a little he had something to say right there. Who is that? Is that Foligno? Yep. White Cloud didn't like how Foligno was treating him while they were trying to get the puck out. He made sure to let him know. I'm okay with that. 3-on-2, but Hannafin's too fast. He comes back, evens everything out as pressure goes high to the point, but Vegas can't stop running into each other. Wall dumps it deep after Barbie had to play it from his knees. Wall gets it to Barbashev. Throws it across. McNabb throws it, hits bodies, goes up, out of play. Dude, so a couple of these games in a couple weeks, I'm going to be doing this from my phone so I can be sitting out at the good TV. I've kind of decided I can't keep doing, like, this is starting to get hard to do from the computer, because no matter where I'm getting the feed, HBO, ESPN, if I'm ripping it, the feed is so blurry and delayed. I can't take this anymore. So coming soon, vertical streams where I can actually see what the hell I'm looking at. Looking forward to it. Vegas wins the face-off in the Wild territory. Let's go. Vegas getting their second power play for a delay again. I mean, from the middle of the Wild zone, he sent that thing to the moon. I mean, he whacked that. He put his head down as soon as he did it. You can see him. He's bent over as soon as he did it. He was at the high circle and put it out over the penalty box. Like, I don't know why that's so damn funny to me, but I enjoy that quite a bit. Vegas trying to extend. High circle. Middle hurdle. Save Gustafson. Theodore to hurdle. Theodore midpoint. Eichel top circle. Down to Stoney down low. He tried to go back to hurdle, but they were expecting that one. Dude. Shea Theodore misses the net. The one thing I can guarantee you he will do. Nah, I can't guarantee you that. I'm being mean to Theodore, forgive me. Y'all know how I am with him. Eichel. I thought the puck didn't even make it across, but we offside in the middle of a fucking power play. Damn it, y'all. I am going to keep an eye on the I'm going to keep an eye on the other game, the other feed. Face off in neutral. Hurdle wins it, tosses it across the line, but that's going back the other way. If Minnesota was smart, they'd have just played catch with it for a second because nobody for Vegas moved. I hate when they do that, dude. Eichel gets through neutral. Wild battling on the high wall. Vegas gets it. Stoney heading to the low circle. Goes back to the point. Theodore. Hurdle. Dorofeyev. Work your way in, Dora. Work your way in. Get inside. Keep going, buddy. Keep going. Right there. Settle down. Oh, and it was almost perfect. Now, especially offensively, but boy, does he have some head-scratching defensive decisions. See, I have strong arguments against all of that. Shea Theodore, like offensively, he can score. He can. He hits more skates of guys a foot and a half in front of him than anybody I've ever seen in the history of hockey. He will drag the... He did it in this series. And then on top of that, he is directly responsible for giving up 4 goals, for turnovers that led to 4 goals in 2 games, 3 in 1 game. He can't keep the puck in at... He very, very much struggles to keep the puck in at the blue line. I don't like his passing decisions. He pinches down. He wants so bad to be a forward. And they, I want to say, I don't think it was Gallant. I want to say it was DeBoer played him as a forward at one point. But he wants to be a forward so bad that he completely neglects his job as defenseman. And it pisses me off because the amount of times that he crashes, that he pinches down with no help. There's 3 guys in the corner. He pinches down to below the dot. And all of a sudden, it's a 2-on-1 the other way. Where's Shea Theodore? Oh, there he is. And the number of times that from the point, he's put a puck into the skates of a guy literally 4 feet in front of him. This is off bad. No. I agree with you on that, Mel. What I'm arguing is that he's very talented offensively. I don't think he is. I truly believe he is not that talented offensively. He is average at best. Maybe a couple years ago he was better at scoring, but no, I'm agreeing with you on that side, Mel. I am disagreeing that he is talented offensively. Because again, I've watched him play every game for 7 years now. The guy struggles to keep. It's the biggest thing is he struggles to keep the puck in at the blue line, and again, he will drag the puck all the way around, shoot it into a guy who followed him the entire way. Clearly, he was moving because he didn't have a shot lane. He doesn't care. He's going to shoot it anyway. And the puck ends up behind him, and it's a 2-on-1 the other way, if not a breakaway. The amount of times that has happened has been, like, it would boggle your mind if I actually went back and counted them. Just from this season. Hell, just like I said, there was the first goal that I blame him for. Game 2 of this series. He's on the high point. He skates all the way down and around. He's moving into the circle the whole time. The guy that's chasing him the whole time, he throws it right into him. Puck goes back the other way for a breakaway. Like, I get nervous when we're in the opponent's zone and he has the puck. I get nervous. But him and Pietrangelo, like Pietrangelo has had a much better year this year until 4 Nations, and then he went right back to being a real pain in the ass. Now, both have moments, sure. Pietrangelo has a lot more better moments than Theodore. So, like, this year I've been a little more accepting of Pietrangelo, but Theodore just got signed a $7 million contract, and he's not playing like a $7 million defenseman. And one thing that I will complain about regularly, I missed the penalty. But one thing I will complain about regularly is the fact that defensemen, like, when they say, all right, best defenseman in the league, he has 30 goals and 50 assists. It's like, okay, those are forward stats. And I know why it matters. I'm not stupid. But I don't want forward stats to tell me why a defenseman's good. Dude, Dorofeyev cannot score. I mean, Gustafsson did good, but he's got to get that thing elevated. That's one of those you got to go corners. As long as Pavel keeps shooting, I am loving it. Dorofeyev down low. Back to Dorofeyev on the circle. Point for Theodore. Down to Dorofeyev. He shoots again. Hits a body right in front of him. I don't like that shot. That's just like that with Dorofeyev. I don't like that shot. Dude, Hilly cannot stop giving up rebounds dead out in front of him. Maybe it's just his all-around decision making that's bad. That I will agree 1,000% with you, Mel. 100%. And again, the talent is there. You are right in the sense that he has the ability to be talented. However, his decision making is what completely ruins that. It's one of those, like, imagine if Steph Curry decided to shoot, or, well, Steph Curry's a bad decision, actually. I'm not going to lie to you because he does that. But let's say, like, LeBron decides, all right, I'm only going to shoot from the half-court line, and you can suck my ass when it comes to defense. And I say, you know, and like I said, that's kind of a bad metaphor, too. But it's like, I'm not going to shoot a puck within a mile of the net, but I'm also going to suck defensively. Best of luck to everybody else. I know I'm just rambling now. We get back to the game. Hey, resetting from the Vegas zone. Kicks it up to Carly. He gets it in, but not deep. Goes back the other way. And we've got an icing on Minnesota. 6:53 to go in the second. Shots are 22-12 Vegas. Couple power plays there. I need to see, because I think I missed a penalty. Okay, yeah, I missed the hold call against Foligno on White Cloud. Win in the face-off circle to the right of Gustafsson. Wild, or can't. I thought the Wild won it, but Vegas ends up with control. Kolasar can't get it past the stick. Howden gets tripped down, but of course they're not going to call that. Too many power plays already for Vegas. They've had, what, 3? There you go. Kolasar gets it up front. Big shot by Pearson, misses the net. Wild into the Vegas zone. Up the low wall. Turning, throws it to the net. It goes behind it. Up to the high point. Down to the low point. Shot. And Hilly makes the save. All right. I just realized my feed for the other game died, so I'm guessing they are coming back. All right. I don't know how this is going to work, so if it doesn't work, it is what it is. I'm definitely watching the Vegas game, so. Man, why does it go blurry as hell as soon as it gets big? Wild. Oh, not. He'll just end it up way out of the net. It's funny because I think Theodore's being so skilled. It's probably how much he struggles, but you've obviously watched more of Vegas than I have. And, like, Yeah, and like I said, I definitely understand. I mean, I am definitely biased with the fact that I've watched, like I said, what, couple hundred games that he's played. I've watched the progression from when I liked him to now not being a fan of him. I liked Theodore before I started to not, compared to like Petrangelo, who has never been worth the money. I said I kind of again, it's one of those things where he has the ability to be skilled. So if you are seeing highlights or if he's having a good game when you tune in and then you don't tune in for a couple and then you come in again, he has a decent game. He can definitely have moments of sunshine on him. There's no doubt about that. But like I said, it's very much he absolutely has the talent to be talented. It's his mental struggles that, and I say mental, it's, to me, it's the fundamentals of being a defenseman. You know, hold the puck in at the blue line, don't let people behind you, clear out the front of your net. Try not to piss off your goalie. Oh, did we just get a high stick? Kokaniemi is like, oh, he's bleeding. He's dripping. That's kind of big for Kokaniemi to be the one going out. Hopefully he gets fixed up fast. But we got a minute and 10 seconds in the second overtime, and we got a double minor going to New Jersey. Holy shit. And it's like, also, Mel, that's, there could be different, us having different opinions could be based on watching the same stuff too. You know what I mean? It's just, like I said, I have a resentment towards him. I have a bias towards him. I say it loudly, like I'm not hiding anything. A lot of it comes from him doing the same things over and over and over again that pisses me off, and then he doesn't fix it. No, that is not on the follow through. He brought it back. If Braden McNabb went to the box for a high stick, that's a double minor high stick. All right, Carolina should be putting the foot down on New Jersey now. They have been dominating the Devils. You can say that's a follow through, but it's not. Here's the thing. The follow through, if you come back and swing and stop here, or you hit them in this motion, that's a follow through. As soon as you do this, as soon as you go from here to the other way, it's no longer a follow through. Oh, somebody's hurt for Vegas. Oh, it's McNabb. That's not good. We don't. Oh, shit. Is that the arm, or did he just get nutted? Oh, he got nutted. Oh, he's trying to find the boys right there. Oh, my God. Oh. Oh. I hope McNabb had as many kids as he wants to. Oh, that was a hard shot that went straight to the jewels. Bro, dude. Tortilla boy, that. Like, it's wild. I look up and I see Kokaniemi bleeding from his head. I look down and see McNabb taking a shot to the balls. Like, yo. Like that. Or wait, no penalty for what? Because Carolina's on a power play. No, he didn't catch a stick to the nuts. He caught a puck to the nuts. So yeah, there was no penalty to be had on that. No worry. That's the only thing to do about what just happened there is laugh and thank God it wasn't you. School that was 2 hours ago. Yes, sir, it was, Marcor. What a game it's been. If Carolina doesn't score here, if Carolina doesn't score here, my jaw is going to be on the ground for the next month. Hurdle trying to shot that. Yeah, you're good, Tortilla Boy. You are good. Like I said, though, man, I mean, I don't blame you for not seeing it because my eyes shut as soon as he got hit. Like, I was wondering because he was, hey, dude, like I said, I hope he had the number of kids he plans on having. As Hilly covers up the puck, couple extra swats, but Vegas doesn't do anything about it. But yeah, like, it's fun. I saw him get hit, and I'm like, oh no, what it hit? And he had his glove off when he got to the bench. And as soon as he got to the bench, his hand went right down the girdle. And he's sitting there trying to pull him out of his stomach, dude. Oh, man. Brittany McNabb. Him blocking a shot, getting hit at a rough spot. No, we cleared it up, Marcor. It's all good, buddy. Appreciate you, though. Thank you for stopping by, man. You're just getting off of work? Face off to the left of Hill. Right of Hill. Vegas comes away with it, and a weak pass into traffic turns it over to the Wild. Why can we not get this figured out that it's easier to go to your help than to pass it through three of the other team? Wild have it at the point. Low circle, low point, and it goes out of play. Middleton sends it too far back. Oh, chaos in front. Markstrom trying to cover. The puck's still loose. Oh, you got to get that out front way quicker than that. Newark today just busy with other stuff. Right on. Working all weekend, though, for sure. I don't know about you, man. I used to, when I was in the, Carolina wins it. Sebastian Aho buries it past Markstrom. The double minor comes through for Carolina. And the Hurricanes are the first to advance in the 2025 Stanley Cup. Damn it, that was so close till I stuttered. Tortilla Boy, I had Dallas until, I had the Colorado Avalanche until yesterday. I still want the Colorado Avalanche to win. However, after some of the stuff I was seeing yesterday, it's going to be a tough fight. Because no matter what, Game 7's in Dallas, and at Dallas, that arena is trash. What about you, brother? What you thinking? Oh, shit, I forgot there's another hockey game on. Oh, okay, never mind. I forgot. It's Oilers and the Kings. Kings are winning about 4.5 minutes into the second period. So, again, I'm not even bringing it up to have it on until it's the third period, because that game does not matter till the third period. Cast alive. There it is, Mel. I'll say, I like you coming in here and having some luck, man. Some of these other punks don't have any luck at all. Oh. Still have to watch Toronto choke a lead. Yeah, hey. I'm actually, I figured Toronto would take it. I was for Toronto. I just don't care about that game. Or that series. I really don't. I should have a little more care. I just can't bring myself to do it. But I like watching it. I care in the way of it is fun to watch. But who wins, However, I am hyped. I'm looking for Toronto to blow this now. Saying won't Avs to win, can't stand Alex. Yeah. There you go, Tortilla boy. So you're a normal person. Got it. You should have seen Mel and I a couple days ago. We spent about 12 minutes just bashing the Stars. And then Ben skated into Manson's stick, and it was like, oh, how is that not a trip? Vegas is allowed to have more than 3 power plays, guys. There's no way you're calling a penalty onside. I just realized we have TJ piece of shit Luxmore as our head referee, as one of our officiated. No wonder. Fuck the salad bars. I'm not sure. I don't get it. I know you mean the Senators. You gotta be kidding me. And 1-0 and immediately blow it 1-1. And that is why we don't watch Edmonton, LA until the third period. Oh, you meant Dallas. Okay. I see salad bars, Senators. Like, I thought that was closer than Dallas Stars. But now that I say that out loud, I get it. That's on me, Marcor. It's a TJ Luxmore night, Mel. Dude, Tortilla Boy. If you go through any of my streams in the like since October, like any of the streams this season of any of the games I watched, it is a theme about me bitching about the referees, dude, and the consistency being the biggest part. Fucking gold song sounds like salad bars because someone said it to me a few years ago. Hey, dude, you can't unhear it. Something like that. You can't unhear. I get it. All right, we're under a minute to go. Minnesota forced back in their own zone. I just called Eichel iCloud. Now you got me all messed up because I'm hearing different things. I'm kidding. I'm just dumb. Dude, I'm blind, I'm deaf, I want to be a ref. Classic. Yes. 3 blind mice. 3 blind mice. There's 4 of us. 4 blind mice. 4. It's like, okay. That doesn't... And TJ Luxmore was... Mel, was that Edmonton, LA? 3, 2, 1. End of the period. But yeah, Mel, was that? I think that was Edmonton, LA. That TJ Luxmore was the one we were bitching about. God, he's not glad. Yeah, exactly, Tortilla Boy. Dude, Tortilla Boy and Mel coming through with it at the exact same time. I love it. Hey, great minds think alike, and apparently so do you two. All right, let's take a quick look at stats. Give me 1 second to bring everything up right now. Oh, shit. So we got a shorthanded goal for William Karlsson, a power play goal for Kirill Kaprizov on the same power play that Carly scored, shorthanded, and a Mark Stone goal. Shots are 25-16. Do you have any idea how good it feels as a Golden Knights fan to finally have 20 shots in the second period of a hockey game? Exactly. But, yeah, seriously, I can't tell you the last time Vegas was in the 20s. Not only are we in the 20s, for shots at the end of 2. We're winning 64% of the power plays after 2. We're leading on, or we're not leading in giveaways, and we're leading in takeaways. I can't, like, my mind is blown that Vegas is capable of doing any of that. So reassuring to have shots on goals? Yes, sir. Yes, Tina Moore worked game 4 LA versus Edmonton on Sunday. Okay, I thought so, but I wasn't sure. That, all you got to do is watch that game to know how useless him and his officiating crew are, because I am still irritated about them calling that trip to give Edmonton power play. I don't like Edmonton. I don't like the Kings. I am pissed off 2 days later about a call in that game. But I did see, like, just, okay, another perfect example. Look at Tampa and Florida yesterday. Ekblad elbowing Hagel, takes Hagel out of the game with the most blatant elbow I've seen in, or I won't say I've ever seen, but it's been a long time since I've seen a dude load up an elbow and attack a guy's head the way Ekblad did. Hagel gets taken out. He didn't even get a penalty. He should have been kicked out of the game like Mikkola was kicked out of the game. Not even a penalty. Now he gets suspended for 2 games. Which, great. That's fantastic. But Hagel was suspended for that hit. Tkachuk doesn't get suspended for the exact same hit. And then Ekblad doesn't even get a penalty for one of the biggest bullshit elbows I've seen in a long time. Then you go to Edmonton, LA, and you watch that disaster of officiating. Then you go to shit. What was the other game? There's another game I'm thinking about, but it's frozen in my brain right now. Oh, Washington and Montreal. That was the other game. Game 2 of Washington and Montreal. Or was it? I think it was game 3. It was the first game in Montreal, right? When the fight happened. Just nobody having any intentions whatsoever of controlling the game, letting blatant penalties go right on by without saying a thing, and then a ticky-tack or a touchy or a maybe penalty gets called in the most important moments of the game. It's like, you've got to be... I said I would watch my swearing. You got to be kidding me. All right, hey, I got the timer up, guys. I'm going to take a minute. I want to have a stogie. So I will be back shortly. Hang tight, grab a drink, grab a snack. 3rd period coming back, Vegas, Minnesota. After that, we'll finally give some attention to the Oilers Kings. And then we'll kind of just go from there. Tomorrow, 4 o'clock. For Washington and Montreal. I almost said Washington and the Capitals. That would be smart. But Washington, Montreal. I know the St. Louis, Winnipeg game's at 6:30. We're going to do a solo stream for that because I'm really looking forward to that one. And then Panthers and the Lightning. So Capitals and Canadians will be up. We're going to be focused on the Lightning and the Panthers, and then we're going to do a solo stream for Blues Jets. That's all tomorrow. Tortilla Boy, thank you, sir. I will absolutely do that. Take a little something beforehand and enjoy it even more. So I'm going to run out and do that real quick. Enjoy, y'all. I will BRB. Just another minute, y'all. We'll be back. Just in time. Sorry, that took a little bit longer than I meant for it to. But let's refresh, get back in here for the third period. There. Cool. Should be good to go whenever it starts back up here. So while we have a minute, let's talk about tomorrow. What are we thinking's happening with the games? Oh, and we're already getting back, so let's make it a quick one. I'm saying Caps taken in Washington. That series is done. Unless Montreal plays like they did the game that they caused the fight. That's the only way they don't get whooped. Panthers finishing it off in Tampa. I could see Tampa actually winning in Tampa, but I don't have a lot of confidence in that. Ekblad's gone. That's it. Hagel might be out for Tampa. I'm going Florida. And the Blues and the Jets. Series tied 2-2. Going back to Winnipeg. I got to take Winnipeg at home. Here we go. This is where it matters. 30 seconds on the Minnesota power play. Boldy goes all the way down into that low corner, back up to the low point. Spurgeon down to the low dot. Shot. Hilly kicks it away. Goes to the high boards. Wild still controlling in the zone. Down low. Behind the net. Boldy back to Kaprizov. He hits the outside of the net. Kaprizov with another quick shot. Finally, Hilly locks down the post. Saad was coming out of the box, and he was inches away from having a heads-up moment against Gustafsson. Inches away. Wild from their own zone. Riley Smith going in and putting on the pressure. I love when he does that. He causes so much disruption. Oh, we are back to full strength. I did say Saad out of the box, so Riley Smith not able to get a good stick on it, but he does that time. Then a little bit of, actually a lot of stick battling and pucks going back and forth, all in the Wild zone. Wall gets pushed into the wall. Wall and wall. I'm not going to lie, that one seems to be a little bit more of a toughie. Hang on, okay. Want to make sure I didn't have myself on mute again. Vegas into the zone. Barbashev tries to send it across. You had 2 wild collapse on, I can't see who that was, but it was a risky pass. Is what it is. All right. Hurdle up the low wall, dumps it in. Saad chasing it down. Hurdle down there with him, gets it in the low corner, trying to poke it around. It ends up the low boards. Hurdle recovers it. Shot. Gustafson makes the stop. Kaprizov does good. So, Hilly get back to the net. Oh, my goodness. Hilly dives out for the save, loses his stick. Or no, he didn't lose his stick. That was whoever that was behind him stick. But, oh my goodness, that Hilly's laid out wide open net. Kaprizov on the low dot, pitches it forward. Man, we are getting away with a lot. Let's go, guys. I like it. Oh, and then he can't get it. Eichel just off on his passing, man. Just a little bit. Oh, give me a second. Oh. Aiden Hill keeps ending up 5 feet. Yes, yes, sir, Tortilla boy. It's been the best it's been in a long time. And as I say that, a one-handed Baldy goal. Got to get it out of the zone and keep it out of the zone. And then Alex Pietrangelo got beat. Alex Pietrangelo took a bad angle and got beat to the net. That's all that was. Yeah, right? Exactly, man. Hilly needs to make that stop. Pietrangelo needs to get on the pressure higher up. Like I said, it's only 2 guys on the team I'm not the biggest supporter of. Yep. And we restart the game with 16 minutes and 29 seconds to go. Oh, a late ass offside. Oh, I didn't. When did Fleury come in? I didn't realize Fleury was in. Gustafson's out. Go attack him, boys. Got to get pucks to the net. Good pick off at neutral. Just to be wasted. And then Hannafin gives it right. Currently, Stoney, Mark Stone, William Carlson, and big shot tossed away. It would have been, it used to be Barbashev, but he's not hitting the way he used to hit. So the guy on the other side of the net from where the puck is going and beats Riley. Why was that an icing? But yeah, Mark Stone, William Karlsson, and it's kind of a toss up for number 3. Like, I do love Ivan Barbashev. I love Riley Smith. Pavel Dorofeyev probably is the guy that fits in there, fits into the 3rd slot. What about you, Tortilla Boy? Are you a Golden Knights? Are you a Golden Knights fan? First of all. And if so, who are your 3 favorites? If not, who's your team and who are your guys on the squad? Getting into the Minnesota zone, just can't get anything towards Fleury. We are not getting anything on that, man. Oh, I have that pit. I got that feeling, man. 14.5 to go in the 3rd. There's plenty of hockey to be played. It slows it down. Goes all the way across to the low boards and out. Hartman actually ends up there first. Okay, hand pass on Minnesota. But yeah, well, it's like this is a Mark Stone jersey. So, like, the captain is definitely my captain. And then there's like Fleury, Will Carrier, and Ryan Reeves were my favorite until both of them left. But still, like, dude, Riley Smith won that. It's late. I don't want to get the heart rate up. No need to, it's just hockey. No need to can go to bed bummed out, but no need to go to bed mad. But I hate this officiating crew. I truly do. Sir Phaser Smith, Carly, and McNabb. Nice. You miss Marchie, Cotter, and Logan Thompson. See, there's a dude, Humpty, that comes in here, and if I mention Logan Thompson, he starts making fun of me. I am so mad over everything involving Logan Thompson and Aiden Hill. I like Aiden Hill. However, everybody says Logan Thompson wanted to leave. It's like, well, why did he want to leave? Could it be because at the end of the season, in a 15-game stretch, Aiden Hill played 13 games and let up 3 or more goals in every single one of those games in a row? Meanwhile, Logan got to start 2 games and he let up 2 goals in 2 games and won both of those. Could he kind of be upset about that? And then not being played towards the end of the regular season and getting thrown in the playoffs and then blamed? It was like, dude, I'm so mad about everything that revolves around that. I'm so happy he's getting paid in Washington. I'm glad he's doing as phenomenally well as he's doing. Like, LT's my dude. I did have to get that out because that irritates me so much because LT should be Logan Thompson and Aiden Hill. But like Cotter was always he was one of my favorites from the beginning. He didn't have enough production. And he was so close to being so good. And it looks like big shot. Hurdle missed the net. But he was so close to being so good, and I really do think he's very good. But he was just not right for us, and that hurts me to say because, again, he was that close to being a perfect fit. Remember when LT got pulled from the Silver Knights, carried the team on his back? Absolutely. Absolutely. Like I said, I'm mad that he's not here, and I blame management 1,000%. But I'm happy that he is doing as well as he is, and he's making his money because he deserves it. There's I only have a little bit of a taste in my mouth for a couple guys like Eakin and Cousins, and I don't miss Malcolm Subban. There's a handful of people where I'm like, I don't really miss them. Everybody else, like I love watching the former Knights play. That's why New Jersey, Carolina's been fun. I get to watch Will Carrier, and then Cotter, Holla, and Cody Glass. Absolutely. That's like my dad got a Cody Glass jersey his first year in the preseason, and then he got hurt. Dude, Vegas can't get pucks to the net, man. We're not winning this. And I'm trying to stay positive here, but Vegas cannot get pucks to the net. We have not taken a shot this period. And we're coming close to 8 minutes left. Yeah, I don't miss the Donald either. Yeah. I will say, like, I don't like the way management handled his trade, but I don't necessarily miss him either. Colasar trying to fight behind the net as Howden hits the ice. And the pass goes out. Pietrangelo dumps it, but doesn't make the red line. All right, they gave it to him. But yeah, like they tried to trade him to a team that was on his do not trade list, and I don't like that. The one thing I can only assume, but last year Cassidy gave an interview where he said that Fleury just popped him in the face. What the hell? What? But sorry. Sorry, my brain just stopped. I'm sure I'll think about it in a minute. I'm not going to lie, probably not. Misreads and Holiday, yeah. Do you think our coach now is a better advocate for the players? Oh, that's exact. You asked the perfect question because that's what I was going to say. Cassidy last year gave an interview where he said, I have to do with what I'm given. And I can't remember the full context around it, but the context around it was kind of like, why is this person playing? Why isn't this person playing? What is this? Why are you doing this? And it was, I got to use what I'm given. And it gave me the impression that management makes the decision who's on the ice and not Cassidy. And I don't like that. Better advocate. To be honest, I don't know. Because I don't know, I don't know how every other coach was. Like, I liked Gallant, I hated DeBoer, and I like Cassidy. I mean, the way of advocating for players, I honestly just don't know enough to answer that. Dorofeyev across the red line, trying to get it deep. He does. Wild end up with it as they go back up the high wall into the middle. God, can we please set up? Can we please set up? Tire out their defenders for a little bit. Vegas in. Across. Theodore tries to set it across. Gets stopped by a big slide, and no one's at the point. Hannafin racing in. Yeah, I don't want Dallas to win partly because of DeBoer. Yeah, there you go. I support that thinking 100%. With Gallant, we were the misfits, man. And then DeBoer came in. And yeah, I mean, he either came in and put one of those really small rubber bands right up around him, or got some nippers and just snipped the nuts off the Golden Knights. And now we don't hit the way we used to. We don't go at it the way we used to. We don't have the energy. Like Cassidy brought that back a little bit, but he didn't. Sorry, I'm looking for my charter for my. But the board did his damage, and I knew he did his damage in a game against Minnesota. Ryan Reeves got. They were behind the play, headed off the ice, and the guy smacked Revo in the nuts with his stick. No penalty, but not a single player on our side reacted to it. Like, at all. The guy got away with it untouched. And I was like, wow. Okay, if I'm Reeves, I'm asking to leave. That happens to me. I do all the fighting. I'm the enforcer of the team. That happens to me, and none of you have my back. And it was like a sign of the times. And yeah, dude, it was just that was the turning of the tide in my head. And as soon as that happened, it was like, oh, this is bad. So when DeBoer left, it was like, sweet, okay. And then Cassidy came in, and I was thinking, okay, better special teams. Fine. Not going to be fighting, but they're going to be more aggressive than DeBoer lets them be, which is wild when you look at what the Dallas Stars are. They get away with everything. Dude got away with cross-check. Hintz got away with cross-checking the back of McKinnon's head. Like, Bischel got away with cross-checking all night. And then Ben skates into Manson's stick and flops to the ice. But yeah, I realized what DeBoer was doing to the team pretty quick, and I was like, I don't like this. And then luckily Cassidy became available, and we got him because I'm a big fan of Butch. But the one thing in the team soft when we just went to the range and started flying like he got a new pair of wheels. Exactly. And like I did like how except for when we played Edmonton. Oh, big. Right on, brother. I'm going to hope that says something that, I mean, you got it through, so YouTube allows it. Cheers. I don't know the, Vegas getting it into the zone, just can't do anything with it. When they finally do, they can't get it into a wide open net. Haig with a big shot goes over the net. Wild, get it out. Yep. A lot of hockey still. 7:20 is a lot of hockey. $7:10 to go in the third. Puck all the way back on Vegas. McNabb looking. Eichel turning on the Jets across neutral into the zone. Low wall. Sends it around. Tries to get it out front. Okay, the chance doesn't connect, but McNabb down low. Stoney brings it up top. He throws it down to Eichel. Eichel using that big body to protect the puck. Circles back around the other way. Drives the net. Tries to kick it out front. He's getting tackled. Carlson got tackled. Carlson just got tackled again. TJ Luxmore needs to go to jail for how bad him and his crew are at their job. You're looking right at it. Wah couldn't connect with the. Dude, I just can't even comprehend what's going on right now. Like, my mind is buzzing because then, after that blatant penalty, on the other side of the line, Carly gets pulled down again away from the puck. They're forced to close the one. Yeah. Dude, we need to get our balls back. Barbashev, I called Barbie the bowling ball. And then he started, like, this year, I'm sure there's reasons, and I don't fault him for it. But this year, he since game one, has not hit the way he used to. It's rare to see a class like a 2023 Ivan Barbashev just absolutely destroy someone hit. White Cloud, settle it. There you go. Good job, buddy. The ball, yeah. That dude used to put guys 10 feet in the air, man. I mean, it felt like it. He'd hit somebody and they'd be horizontal above the boards along the glass. Barbashev trying to circle around, looking for somewhere to go with it, just under pressure. They're forcing us up against the wall high. And that limits our space because we're so focused on trying to keep it in. Petrangelo gets it to Barbie. Barbie goes all the way across. Wild coming in. Haig kind of got lucky. He didn't just get called for a trip right there. Shots this period are 3-1 Minnesota. We got 4.5 minutes left. And there have been 4 shots in this period. Now, there would have been there's possibly another shot that happens if William Karlsson doesn't get tackled at the side of the net. But, dude, Eichel drives the net, creates space, does a great job, and then Carly gets yanked down as the puck's going to him, no penalty. That was the best opportunity. It's taken away by a blatant penalty, no call. Oh, that irritates me so bad, man. You're right. We're getting our shot. Couple of times have been better than others, but man, that was a great job by Eichel. Carly battling on the side of the net and just gets tackled. Saad working his way up the low wall. That looked like a hold to me. Up to the point. Couple of moves. Theodore, why are you the one doing this? It worked out better. Hey, I'll give him credit. That was smooth. I can give credit where it's due. I don't like that he's the one doing it, but Fleury makes the save. Hey, tell you what, that's 2 moments from Theodore. That's an example of making me eat my words. Kinda, because I said those moments are possible. but it's been such a pain. And a shot from Hannafin gets gloved by Fleury. 3:05 to go in the third. Face off in the Wild zone. Love the chemistry of the Stone line. Absolutely. That's like, dude, the happiest was finding out William Karlsson was like a week away from coming back. And then at the same time finding out Riley Smith was coming to Vegas. It was like, oh, no way. And immediately, Will Karlsson and Riley Smith. I mean, those two are the definition of chemistry, man. I love watching them play. But, yeah, it's been, Stone Line's great to watch. Like, I just love our team, man. I will say, up until yesterday, like, game 4 of Colorado-Dallas, watching them play, like, my favorite group, or I won't say my favorite, one of my favorite groups to watch right now are Taze, McCarr, Lankinen, McKinnon, and Natchez. When those 5 are on the ice for Colorado and they're playing well, they did not play well last game, but when they're playing well and they're flowing, that line, like, that's what I want our guys to look like. But we're not, like, close. I'll say they need to get going, though. Our big guns need to start being big guns. We don't have any more time for them to start figuring it out. Like Dorofeyev, I love Pavel Dorofeyev. That is, like, he has one of my favorite possibly my favorite first goal in the NHL. It's the one that popped up and hit him in the nose on the side of the net and went in. And it is just, like, I love the dude. He needs to figure out how to score. I love that his confidence isn't so shot that he's not shooting. But he needs that extra little boost to push him over the edge, and that's going to come with one goal. Switching around the lineup, but they're playing man-to-man anyways. Yeah. No, we're doing okay. We've had a lot of time in the zone. We just need it's all about putting the exclamation point on it, and we have not been able to do that. But we have the squad to do it. I will take anybody in a gold jersey scoring on the Wild net all day. But I would love to see Dorofeyev. Fleury covers it. We're going to face off again in the Wild zone. But, like, I would love to see Dorofeyev bury the game-winning goal. Because if he does, I guarantee you he's going to be a scoring machine for, like, 4 games. Dude, we cannot get pucks to the net. Credit to Minnesota. Credit to Minnesota. Getting the block shots, getting the sticks in the lane, getting traffic to the front of the net. But come on, we've got to get pucks on Fleury. We are now looking at 6 shots in this period. 3 for each team. Hannafin, Rister saved. Riley, big shot from up top. Can we do what Hannafin did? Get the puck in closer, guys. Come on. Dude. This dude from Minnesota is going to be purple. He just took like 3 shots to the same leg. Like, somebody's got to tell him, man, turn around. I'll pause. They've been throwing their face in front of shots. Absolutely. Absolutely. That was a great example. Yeah. Like I said, they're shooting. They just can't get it to the net. And that's exactly why right there you got some maniac. Who was that? Hang on. Rossi just taking a shot, getting back up, taking a shot, getting back up, getting pelted a third time. Saw it in. Coming up the high corner. He makes his way back. Trying to feed it up front. He hits a skate. Haig pinches in. Barbashev. Might as well be 33. Knew it, dude. Hey, when Vegas is in the zone for that long, bad things happen. When they're in the offensive zone for that long, bad things happen. Wait, did he run into him while the puck was in the air? That might be interference. I don't think you might as well challenge it. There's a minute to go. It's under review. It's not the kicking motion. He kicked Hilly as he was trying to make the save. And he kicks Hilly's glove and stick. No. For one, I think it's interference because he just ran straight into Hilly. And on two, he actually made a kicking motion. Of course, we're not going to get it. I'm not low key about it at all, dude. I have never since Pietrangelo came to the team. I was never a fan. I was a fan of Theodore. Yep, they're looking. I was a fan of Theodore originally, but not anymore. Pietrangelo, I have never been low key about my displeasure with his ability on the ice. No, he's way over. You can see the ice between his skates. That's offsides. We're still alive. We are still alive. All right. Dialed in. Let's go, fellas. You were just handed a gift. Don't spoil it. That comes out. Minnesota to the neutral zone. Minnesota gets it in. Hilly back. Tries to slow it down. Puck goes to the corner. Wild send it around on the low wall. Foot race to it. Carly kicks it back to McNabb. McNabb goes back to Carly. Headed back the other way on the low wall. Shovels it out to neutral. Minnesota back in. Gets it deep. Carly trying to get it out of the zone. He does. And we ice it. We'll show the replay. Let's see if Riley got a piece of that because they've screwed us on icing more than once this game. Face off to the left of Hill. Wild win it. They throw it a couple crazy bounces. It goes wide of the net. Eichel trying to get it through. He gets dragged down on the boards. Back into the Vegas zone with 13 seconds on the clock. McNabb settling it. Just don't mess it up. 5 seconds. Shot. Hits a body out high. And we are going to the third. Or, sorry, we are going to overtime. Good grief. I can't talk at all. Dude. Two on Oilers. Mel, I appreciate the update because at the moment I'm too busy freaking out. All right, give me a minute. I'm gonna do something real quick, and we'll come back and watch the Oilers and the Kings for intermission. All right, y'all. I'm back. Sorry about that. Let's go over to let's go over to LA. See what's happening. Commercial. Sorry for the whistle. Commercial break. Nice. I'm hoping this is only going to take a second. Yep, and it did. Alrighty. Edmonton wins the face-off in their zone. We got a power play for LA. Let's take a quick look as to why. Donnell Nurse, 2 minutes for hooking. Yeah. Anybody on that team's a hooker. It's Donnell Nurse. All right. Kempe out of his own zone. Leaves it back. Byfield. Over to the right, up the high wall. Edmonton immediately takes it. So I've been here for 30 seconds, and LA has no idea how to control the puck. LA trying to enter again. Kings in the low corner. They get it to the point. Big shot. Hits a body out high. LA loses it. That ain't good. Battle in the corner. Good stop so far. LA just not throwing a whole lot of attacking into it, but he does lay people out. Yeah, but 8 times out of 10, 9 times out of 10, it's not clean. Like, Donnell Nurse is dirty, dude. Same with Evander Kane. Same, Like, I don't like dirty play. Drew Doughty either. I hate his laugh, too. Yeah. Like, I'm not the biggest fan of Doughty. My thing is, like, I like good, hard, for the most part, clean play. Every now and then, having something that may be questionable is one thing. Like, Reeves, when he was for Vegas, I loved the way he played. Once he left Vegas, he started trying to murder people, and it might have been a little too much sometimes. Like, Rempe for New York he is nothing. He is a talentless, dirty hitter. The fact that he fights, fine, whatever. He has never hit a guy who was looking at him. It's nothing but dirt. Don't like that. Never been a fan of Tom Wilson. Don't like Brad Marchand. Hate Evander Kane. Hate Donnell Nurse. Never liked PK Subban. Like, I do not like Edmonton. Edmonton is dirty. That whole team is dirty, to be fair. Like, I lost a lot of respect for Connor McDavid the last 3 years. So the Wing King can't keep his elbows either. Absolutely. Absolutely. But, like, McDavid, he's more than likely the best hockey player active right now. One of the greatest players to ever play the game. There's no doubt about that. He is a dirty, cheap shot, and I know I'll get away with it, bastard. Dirty players too, right? Absolutely, bro. That's the thing most people do. Like, I don't want to see a blindside shot to the head. I want to see the hit that Tom Wilson, I don't like the hit that Hagel put on Barkov. I don't like the hit that Kachuk put on Gensel. I will say I don't think either of them should have been suspended, but since they suspended Hagel, Kachuk should not have been playing that game. It was the same hit. He should have been suspended too. Again, don't think either should have been suspended, but the NHL set the precedent and then didn't follow up. And that pisses me off beyond reason. I'm happy Ekblad got his 2-game suspension for the elbow on Hagel, but it pisses me off because Hagel was out for the rest of the game, and Ekblad didn't even get a penalty. How that was not called a penalty, I cannot understand. I will never understand that. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, Tortilla Boy. And you're right. It 100% is inconsistency. Like, if you're a trash ref, fine. If you're a really good ref, perfect. But don't pretend you're one and be the other and decide to be one when you're really the other. Like, it's, again, the TJ Luxmore. He's like, I'm pretty sure it was this crew. I know it was him at least, was refereeing the Edmonton LA game on Sunday. That's what I was talking, Mel was reminding me of. They missed so many calls all game that were so egregious. Like that's the only word I have for them. They were so blatant in the middle of everything, right where, the puck is right there. You cannot possibly be looking at something else. No excuse for not calling it blatant penalties that didn't get called. In the overtime, over and over, and this was for both sides. I was surprised. They screwed Edmonton and LA fairly equally until the overtime. Because they were screwing each team there were penalties all overtime that were blatant that didn't get called. And then with less than 2 minutes left, Edmonton or LA gets called for a tripping on what, in my opinion, was not a penalty. And I went off on this the other night. I went off on this yesterday. If you want to have the argument about whether it's a penalty, we can do that. However, for that to get, I don't think it was, and especially for that to get called in that situation is so obnoxious. I can't wrap my head around it. I think the refs have new parameters to make calls mandated from the league. It's crazy how it looks so different every game. Here's my theory about like teams cheating or NHL trying to write the script or favoring teams or any kind of directives. I think it's Hanlon's razor. The simplest solution, or it's no. It's don't attribute to malice what you can attribute to stupidity. I think the refs are trash. They have no incentive to get better. Oh, a big save by Kemper right there. But they have no incentive to get better. They rely on technology way too much, so there's no need for them to get better. The NHL doesn't punish them. They are the only people in the entire arena who are not held accountable for their actions. And so why would they give a shit about whether they're good or not? They don't. And they're told, oh, you got, like, people don't like you. That comes with the job of being a referee. People are assholes. It's like, no, you're bad at your job. Most people who are paid a bunch of money to do a job, if they suck at that job, they get fired. In the NHL, you get to work the playoffs. And I truly believe what that is. Yeah, like, I'll try and okay, so quick rundown of my idea, right? You do full-time refs. You pay them $150,000 a year. You establish a board. The board reviews every single game. If the refs and the line judges hold an accuracy percentage of 95% or higher all season, they can make an extra $150,000 in bonuses. So you double your paycheck if you're good. If you're bad, you're getting your $150K, whatever that equals out to, you $150K for whatever, however many games you do. You get that paycheck. If you're bad for too many games in a certain amount of period, you're going to the AHL, you're going to college, you're refereeing somewhere else but not in the NHL until you work your way back. And again, if you're really good, you get you double your money. And on top of that $300K, you get extra money for being in the playoffs, being in the Stanley Cup, and you get bonuses on top of that for your accuracy. So now you've got this huge financial sack just hanging over these guys' head. And it's what, less than $20 million to do that for every referee? Maybe you don't make it, maybe you make it $250 instead. It's not, the NHL can afford it. But that way you have accountability. Then you allow the referees to be interviewed. If you won't allow the referees to be interviewed, then you have to, then the referee at least has to, if there's a controversial call or something like that, the referee at least has to release a statement. They can do it in private and release it to the press, and then the press gets their answer. So that, like a goalie save, percentage point, yeah. Yeah, and it's that as well as a relegation system. If you're not doing good enough, you go down until you're good enough. Otherwise, you're going to make a whole bunch of money. And it incentivizes people to practice and train and get good. It incentivizes the refs to like, I don't want the technology. I don't want to rely on that. You know, if it's like if it goes to review, then it goes to review, fine. But I want to be so good at my job that I'm right. Yeah. See, I would love to too. And you know what? If you want to immunize these guys that much, then fine. They have to at least give a written statement or a verbal. They have to give a statement of some sort. And then also you take guys from the NHL and the NHL, and as they're not making it or they want to retire or maybe, you know, you like this guy, whatever. You set up a school wherever the refereeing school is. You put it in the heart of hockey country. So you got pro games where you can do team games, or high schools, or juniors, or beer leagues. There's just every single night there's hockey games all over the city, and that's where you put the school so guys can train over and over and over again. And you incentivize the AHL players and the retired NHL players to come be referees. You make it free. You pay them to come to school, whatever. And you build your referees through there. All right, perfect timing. We are back. Oh shit, I don't have audio. Man. Don't do anything cool yet. All right, puck into the Vegas zone on the low wall. Kaprizov across. Hilly gets a stop off of a ricochet. And the puck goes up and out of the play. Out of the play. Right on time. There you are, Rabbit's Foot. I have missed you, Blaze. What's going on, brother? Man, you really couldn't have timed it better. Now we're good. Now we are good. Oh, that's Stoney ended up deflecting the puck that went on Hilly. Face off in neutral. How is that not a false start? Well, I mean, Vegas ends up with it, but okay. Offsides on the Wild. Face off right back out across the blue line. We got this, fellas. We got this, fellas. We're all right. Shots are 28-22, 37 seconds gone. No, man, in spirit or in person. Oh, hell yeah, dude. I know it. Something comforting about seeing you pop up in chat, though, brother. Oh, and the puck goes by everybody. Wild fighting for it down the corner. Well, some damn good playoff action this week. It has, brother. I believe, too. Dude, it has been some fantastic hockey ever since the playoffs started. I love it. And you know me, man. We're back here for all 3 games tomorrow, too. Bad pass. Wild headed back the other way. It's all right. We're good. We got this. We got this. We're all right. Absolutely, brother. Absolutely. Saad working his way down the low wall. Big shot from Pietrangelo. Puck goes up and out. Get it back. Man, we are struggling to control the puck. 2-on-1 if we don't hurry. And that's blocked out of play off of Hilly. We got this. Just wide of the net. We need to get our forward shooting. Pietrangelo got it past the skates of the man in front of him. That's the only thing that mattered on that one. I'm already happy enough with it. All right, these guys are smiling. They're loose. Let's go. Face off to the left of Hill. Will they do Four Nations again next year? I think that set the tone for the season, especially the big-time players. I agree with you. Eichel tries, and he misses the net. Beat him all the way up the ice. He's back low by himself. Up to the point. Across down low. Big shot. Misses. Carlson down low, trying to work it up. It ends up high. Tip down in. Eichel has it. Leaves it back for Carlson, getting it down low. Cycling back up the wall at the high circle. Across for Theodore. He throws it across. Tried to hit Eichel down low. Brian, I'm with you, buddy. Go Vegas, go. So close, dude. You're 100% right. Four Nations, I will say I am down for Four Nations every couple of years. I don't want my... it went all the way through the crease. Stoney headed back the other way. Kicks it over to Sod. Sod makes the move. Whitecloud throws it deep. I wish he would have gone across the point. But Four Nations is awesome. I think you got to make it like the President's Cup or the Ryder's Cup, like hockey is, where you do it every couple of years. Just mainly because I loved it, but too many guys getting hurt at a pretty crucial part in the season. And I would have liked our guys to get rest. I would have liked Stoney and Eichel and all them to rest. Oh, I'm going to sneeze. .311 gone in the first overtime. Face off in the wild zone. Vegas wins it. Sends it towards the net. Ends up in the high corner. Puck up the high wall. Wild get it out. In neutral, if they get the pass ahead, we're in trouble. And a great stick by Ivan Barbashev. Oh, man. What a good time to have that man on the ice. Breaking in. Taking it up the high wall. Takes a hit. Can't protect the puck. Howden fighting for it. And he'll separate the Wild from the puck. But it's offsides. And the puck goes into the crowd at neutral. Dude, defense is looking good. It was cool. A lot of players playing each other in those games. No, absolutely. Like I said, I loved Four Nations. That was awesome. I was planning on being here for all the games, but the feed to Max or Amazon or whatever it was on was so trash. It would pause every couple of minutes, so it made it a little tough. But I loved Four Nations. It's just, we got to do it sparingly so the guys don't end up destroyed. We're going to try this again. Vegas wins the faceoff. Puck up the low boards. Colasar gets it deep. Pearson chasing it. That was great. Let's cut to a camera that's right on a ref's back. Good choice, producer. Out front! Yes! Where's my... Yes! Blaze, you lucky bastard. I miss you, sir. I miss you, sir. Why is this not working? I can't change the score for some reason. What's happening right now? There. Lucky Rabbit for the W. So we got to do it. And my voice is gone. Score! for your Golden Knights. With his third of the series, number 21, Brett Howden. With an assist by number 70, Tanner Pearson. And a secondary assist from number 14, Nicholas Haig. Oh, what is going on with my claps? Oh, dude, I had this. Hang on. Dude, my voice is gone from a week of doing this, or a week and a half of doing this, bro. I don't have the that I usually do, but we gotta hit the big one. What a game is right. Blaze, tortilla, melt. I don't know Russian, but let's go. The clutch. Speed demon coming from behind to knock it away. Holy hell, what a game, y'all. Dude, like I said, Blaze, out of everybody here, you know how my goal calls usually go. I don't have the voice. It's gone. I'll barely be able to talk tomorrow, man. Oh, shit. Let's go. Let's fucking go. What a time to be alive. Yes, sir, Blaze. Yes, sir. We sat here and watched that double overtime win. That was a fun one, man. I popped on just as the Knights were starting to watch that. That was great. All right, empty netter for Edmonton. Nobody cares. Edmonton is going to win this one. 3-2 heading back to Edmonton. Holy shit. The boys played a full game of hockey. They played extra hockey. Oh, I bet, dude, that game was nuts. Going down 3-0 in the first period. Tie it up just to go down 4-3. Come back to tie it up again. Over an hour without a goal. Double overtime win. The flag, been trying to find a VGK fan channel. Did I find one? Oh, where's the flag? You found one, baby. You found one. Howden is building his legend. Dude, I'm not sure who I'm more impressed with this year. If you look at the year in aggregate, right? Howden, Dorofeyev, or Keegan Colasar. Because those three, sweet, appreciate you, flag. But those three have been the most improved players that I've seen in a long time. Long time. I agree with you, Mel. We definitely deserve this one. That's like, see, actually, where's the flag? I'll show you something I don't normally show. I'll show you all this stuff. All right, so it's the room, but what matters is those guys. So you got playoff towels. You got playoff towels from year one going all the way through to 2022. Oop, this is going to be a little sickening. Sweet flag. Yeah, hey. So this year, I was here for every single one of the Golden Knights games except for like 3. I had to miss a handful. But I've been here for all but, 1 or 2 playoff games since the playoffs started. Hey, nothing but love, Blaze. So, that's about it. Hey, we're here at, like I said, every single playoff game. I would love for you to stop by, man. And we just shoot the shit and watch some hockey. So, like tomorrow, we're starting at 4 o'clock. We're going to be watching both games. Canadians Capitals start at 4, so we'll throw that on. During the intermission, we'll hop over to the Panthers and Lightning. whichever game is the better game, we'll main screen it, have the other one up top, and then doing a solo stream for the Blues and Jets. So we'll just be 6:30 tomorrow. We'll be here for the Jets and the Jets and the Blues, and I'm really excited for that one. Making me whiskey sour. Hey, my man, you know what's good. Like I said, I'm a, as my dad calls me, I'm a plethora of useless information. But every now and then you dig a little nugget out that's actually kind of helpful, kind of useful. But yeah, dude, this is the first game this series that Vegas has looked. I don't want to say they're 100% on the spot, but this is the closest they've looked to Vegas VGK hockey in a long time. I've been here during the season 2, but all I could ever find is bullshit channels that are even VGK focused. Yeah. See you tomorrow, bro. Hey, Tortilla Boy. Appreciate you stopping by, man. Hanging out with me. We'll see you tomorrow, buddy. But yeah, we I tried to do Four Nations. It didn't really work out with the feed. But yeah, I can't watch hockey anymore. Or sorry, hockey. Game really felt earned. Absolutely. I can't watch football anymore. I've never been a basketball fan. I stopped being a baseball fan a long time ago. So I just don't have a lot. And I would always watch games with my dad. And then he was out of town or something. So I was like, you know what? I might as well hop on here. It's better than watching by myself. And slowly we're getting there. You know what I mean? But it's a lot of fun, man. These games are fantastic. And dude, whatever, I am a full supporter of complimenting and tearing the hell down anybody at any time as long as they're on the ice. Streak gets better every game. It really does, Blaze. It's the line swaps this game. Cassidy was out of his mind. Yeah, guys it was literally throw it in a cup, toss them out on the ice, see what happens, and it worked. Like, you have to switch something up. My biggest thing, again, I don't like Theodore. I haven't in years. I used to like him. I am not impressed with him, and he has gotten worse since he signed his $7 million contract. I have never liked Pietrangelo. I have never thought he was worth the money. If he came to us for $5 million, fine. I'd be willing to accept Pietrangelo, but the money he got paid to come here and is getting paid now, he is not worth it. Other than that, I completely love everybody on the team. I'll bitch about the occasional thing. Like, I really like Noah Hannafin. The one thing that he's really good at is one thing that bugs me. He is exceptional at recovering from his mistakes. He's got to stop making those mistakes. Like, he is one of the best about going, oops, and saving the day. However, and he's gotten a lot better about it, but we got to limit those a little bit. I love McNabb, White Cloud. I've got White Cloud jerseys, got McNabb. Like, I love everybody else on the defense. I love our squad right now. Like, oh yeah, the flag, the best picture from the Stanley Cup is the background. So, I got to get that timer out of there. But Stanley Cup final, absolute destruction. It's great. You need someone like that. Yeah, dude, Ben Hutton needs to be brought up to play defense. Get rid of Theodore. Get rid of Pietrangelo. Let Ben Hutton play. Get rid of Keaton Korczak. Playing more than Ben Hutton still irritates me. And that was a couple months ago while Pietrangelo was hurt. Or Theodore was. It was when Theodore broke his wrist during Four Nations. Coming back, Korczak played all but 2 games. Korczak is Korczak. It is what it is. He's fine. Ben Hutton is way better than him. But for whatever reason, he didn't play much. And I hate that. I said, I hate what they did to Hill last year. Even though I don't miss the Don off, I hate that they trade. Like, most of my problems with Vegas comes from the management. They're still pissing me off a bunch. Pricing out, like, dude, used to go to games for $39. That's something else. Anyway, we're going to celebrate the win. I don't know why I'm getting all mad now. Sorry. The floodgates open in my brain, and it's hard to shut them back off again. But, dude, like, everything was great. We had, the weakness in our defense this time was Pietrangelo. He just wasn't fast enough. You need to have Hannafin at, like, it's hard because you only have one Hannafin who's fast enough for it. But you need to have, like, if Boldy and Kaprizov are on the right ice, you need to have someone like Hannafin out there. Who knows, we'll ever get a better pick than that one. More cups to come. But yeah, that pick was like, yes, sir. Close out Minnesota. Took all the momentum. I agree with you, Blaze. I think we're going into Minnesota to take it. But yeah, dude, this is still my favorite picture. That and the group picture with the cup when everybody's doing this, but Barbie's doing this. And then he's like that little video always cracks me up. And you're right. There is a lot more to come. There are a lot more cups to come. And it's taken 5 games for our team to be worthy of moving on to the next round. Are we hitting them? I have to listen to Sirius XM. They black me out all the time here in Iowa. Yeah. All right. Hey, real quick, Flag, because you get blacked out, I don't want things, I don't want you to ever consider doing anything of the sort of what I'm about to show you. I'll tell you if we're beating them up or not. No, before I'm going to show you something in a second, but before I do, I'll answer your question. We had 26 hits, so no, we're not hitting for nothing. Like Barbashev, I was telling Tortilla Boy, Barbashev, I used to call Barbie the bowling ball. This entire season, he has not hit the way he used to. Haig doesn't hit. Kolasar doesn't hit. We do not hit. It's one of the biggest when's the last time you even heard of McNabb catching a hipper at the blue line entering our zone, right? Like, McNabb's legendary for his hip checks. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, Flag. Like, Minnesota's too fast not to hit them. But yeah, real quick, and definitely make sure you still come through. But if you ever happen to be at the house and you got nothing to do, you got a computer, you got your phone, it is very troublesome and not a good idea if you were to do something like, say, go up into Google there and type webcast is one. And you get this cool little thing right there. It says NHL webcast, right? Now, what you don't ever want to do is click on that link. Don't you ever do that, because it's bad. And I don't want you to ever be able to see a game that you're blacked out from, because it's wrong. So by all means, don't you ever scroll down to where it says watch. Click on that where it says watch. Ignore this first screen and click on this one so that you can get the game while being blacked out. It is so wrong. I am so offended that you would even start me down this road of conversation. But if you absolutely cannot be successful that way, Stream East that likewise has the fights and football and basketball and hockey. And it is so incredibly wrong of you to go here and also likewise click on this, click on that. Make sure to use Brave or Firefox or something with an ad blocker. Sorry, don't ever do this while you have an ad blocker so you don't get a bunch of pop-ups. And then don't you ever enjoy yourself another hockey game without having to worry about being blacked out. Yeah, see, I Blaze, what am I saying here? Of course we don't condone this activity. That would be, thank you for looking. Thank you. See, I'm so worried about you ending up in the wrong place on the internet. I'm here for you, man. I'm looking out for you. All right. So be sure to make sure you don't ever do that when you want to watch an accident. Screenshot of those so I never run. Perfect. And don't you be sure not to share those around to your friends who also like hockey and are blacked out, because then that makes it even worse. Like, yeah, go into your browser, make sure you enter in and block, and then send it to all your buddies so that you make sure you go in, you block that. Everything's going to be fine. All right, as long as you never, ever, ever do that, we won't have to worry about anything, and tomorrow will be great while you listen on XM. So anyway, what were we talking about? Oh, yeah, so I actually it's a funny story, a true story. I got no story. I fucked myself when I said true story. I got none of them. Nah, yeah, man. Glad you got that. So I'm not the best with segues. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't. The transition is usually where I get caught. But no, everybody looked good. Stone and Eichel connected for a goal. Mark Stone is shooting the puck. Thank you. That's my dad and I talk about it all the time. Mark Stone, be selfish. You're the captain. You're the captain for a reason. You're a phenomenal hockey player. Be selfish. Shoot the fucking puck. I take no thank you for. Nah. I'm over the bid now. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, no, man, I got you. That's kind of been the one thing around here is if you're not able to watch it, I want everybody sharing it. Oh, absolutely. The one thing, or there's Stone is heating up. That's huge. He needs to be more selfish so that he's firing more pucks to the net. That's huge. Hurdle is fighting in front of the net. He'll figure it out. No worries. Eichel. He needs to find that thing that's going to piss him off. Because if you remember, I forgot who we were playing, but it was after Four Nations. We went to overtime. And Jack Eichel had about the biggest wide open net you could ever dream of, the most perfect pass you could ever hope for, and he missed the net by a foot. After that, he scored like 9 goals in 7 games or something ridiculous like that. So Eichel needs to find that open goal, missed shot moment to flip the switch in his brain. He is right there. Like, right there. It's that little kick. Stoney scoring off the assist I don't think it's enough of a kick, but it's going to be a little bit of a kickstart. So I would expect big things from Stoney and Eichel next game. Also, a big key is Pavel Dorofeyev scoring a goal. If that dude buries one, I guarantee the gates open and he has a goal a game for 6 games. His confidence is not so shot that he has stopped shooting. And that is massive because as long as he keeps shooting, he will score. So he's keeping his head up. He's shaking off the misses. He's shaking off, the shots that he's trying to go corner, but he puts it into the crest. So he's doing good. He needs to hang on to that idea of, look, it's not going in, but it will. I'm doing my job. It's not going in, but it will. As soon as one goes in, floodgates open. Riley Smith and William Karlsson together. Who's not happy about that? Like that, one of the happiest moments this year was finding out Carly was getting healthy and Riley Smith was coming home. So that's been awesome. Hilly, much better game. He is still way too loose. He ran into this problem about between like a third and a halfway through the season this year. He ran into this problem where every time he would go left and right, he would miss the post and end up 5 feet out of the crease. He hasn't done that in a long time until this series, and he did it 3 times tonight. Don't like that. I got confidence in him. Usually when he flutters like that, he comes back solid the next game, so I'm fairly confident he's going to be tight on the next one, but he really needs to he needs to tighten up. One thing, Minnesota scores. They are going to score. As long as we do too, and Hilly makes the big saves when they matter, we're going to be all right. And then everybody else, just keep doing your job. Keegan Colasar has been the biggest improvement, in my opinion. That's most improved player of the year, Keegan Colasar. I've always been a fan of him, and I've always been mad at him because he's not living up to his potential. He's not hitting the way that he should be. He's not using his body the way that he should be. And he kept trying to be a damn puck handler. Well, this year, he finally decided to stop trying to dance with the puck and use his size. Phenomenal. Wall coming back. He's been shaky since he got back. It's a matter, I keep saying it's a matter of time. He's getting a lot better. He needs to get, not that he needs to get more active. He needs to get more development out of his activeness because he's running all over the place. He's leaning on boards. He's getting into the battles on the boards, but he's not, if he wins the puck, he doesn't set it up. And that's if he wins the puck. So little bit more out of him would be great. Haig, just stay out of the box, man. I really don't mind how much he's shooting because it's not often, but you got to love the Hager bombs. Barbie needs to start hitting. Barbashev needs to be the bastard that he used to be. If something's up this year, I don't know if it's an injury. I understand if it is. It's playoffs. He needs to come back and start leveling people. I love White Cloud. I love McNabb. They're doing great. Howden, phenomenal. He's right. He's in the battle with Colasar for most improved. Like you said, creating his legend right here. Besides that, really, everybody else that I didn't mention, just keep doing what you're doing. Saad is doing great. Pearson and Olofsson coming in and out. Would love to see them score, but otherwise they're doing very well. But the big thing for tonight, the big takeaways from this game, and I don't know if it's still going to hold true when I look, but let's see. Yep. It's the biggest ones for me. 32 shots. Now, there were no shots from either side in the third period. There were 5 shots by Minnesota, 3 by Vegas, and in overtime there were 4 by Vegas and 1 by Minnesota. So, take that away. We had 25 shots in the second period. That was huge. We barely ever get to 25 or 20 shots anymore, let alone 25. We won 61% of the faceoffs. We had 3 less giveaways and 2 more takeaways. Those are the most important parts to me. Now, I would like to take a look at the shot attempt. Minnesota had 25 block shots. That's why the game was as close as it was. Because Gustafsson or Fleury would have, you show they could be beat. So, getting 50 shots in, more would have gone in. So, a testament to Minnesota sacrificing themselves. They got 36 hits, 10 more than us, and 25 block shots. Massive. They do that again, they have a good chance in Minnesota. But they're going to be hurting for Game 7, so you know what I mean? But, yeah. So, one rule for the next game. Slow down Kaprizov and Boldy. How do you do that? You beat the living hell out of them. You tire them out. You wear them out. You get them scared to go up the boards. You get them scared to go across the middle. Hit them. Hit them clean. Don't do this bullshit. We're not Florida. We're not Tampa. We're not playing that stupid game of the bullshit. And hopefully next time that Jack Eichel makes a great cut up through the low circle, hits the crease and pitches it to Carlson, he's not getting tackled while the ref's looking dead at him. You know. We'll see, TJ Luxmore, you waste of breath. All right, I think I'm done. But yeah. So and to circle back around and answer your question, Flag, yes, playoff stone heating up. But all right, y'all, it's about 10:15. It's a good time to sign off. I'm gonna get all the stuff ready for tomorrow. Exactly. We need to hit them. That's how we won the cup 2 years ago. Yes, sir. Combination. We hit the hell out of everybody, and we were disciplined not to engage in the fight after, with the exception of Edmonton, but Edmonton deserved it. But one of the best things about playing Dallas was when Domi got pissed at Haig. So Haig has his back to the glass. Domi's punching him in the face, and Haig is smiling. It's one of the best things I've ever seen. But yeah, we gotta hit him. We gotta hit him. We gotta slow him down. Yeah. Hey, thank you. Like I said, we're just getting over 100. It was 100 subs. It was a slow build through the season, but hit 100 last time. Kind of feels cool. Makes it a lot of fun getting to meet folks like you, Blaze, who. Dude, I haven't seen Blaze in a while, and he's my lucky rabbit's foot. Whenever he comes in here, we come from behind and win, and there he pops in. Mel, Tia Boy, all these people I've met, man. It's been really fun, so really thank you, because it's cool to be able to just sit here and talk hockey, you know what I mean? Better than sitting at home watching the game by myself, you know? But no, I appreciate you, brother, everybody that stopped by, everybody that hung out. Good night. 4 p.m. tomorrow. If you don't make it for that one, 6:30. We're going to be going all the way through. Second stream starts at 6:30, though. I'm out of here. Flag, have a good night, buddy. Blaze, is that Mel? Everybody who's in. I even saw some Russian in here, and I'm going to have to learn cheers. Hello, cheers, and bye in Russian. I'm going to work.